Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning. So glad you're back with me today. I'm Mrs. Hammock. Here we are in our PBS classroom, and you are fabulous first grade. Today is Wonderful Wednesday, and I have a wonderful story that I want to share a little bit with you. This story is called Owl Babies by Martin Waddell and illustrated by Patrick Benson. I want to share just a little bit of it with you because I want you to really want to read this. You ready? Once there were 3 owl babies, Sarah and Percy and Bill. They lived in a hole in the trunk of the tree with their owl mother. The hole had twigs and leaves and owl feathers in it. It was their home. One night, they woke up and their owl mother was gone. "Where's Mommy?" asked Sarah. "Oh my goodness," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. Do you see which one might be Bill? Right, the littlest one. If you want to find out where their mom went and more about these owl babies, you should look for this book on Sora or at your Fresno County Public Library. This is a great story, and I think you're going to really like it. It's one of my favorites. Well, it's time for us to wake up our brains and get ready to do all of the skills, practice all of those skills that will help you be amazing readers and writers. And we always start with our number 1 skill in the order of things we do. Are you ready? That's right. We train our ears to listen for sounds. So today we're going to play the substitution game. Remember, substituting is when you take one thing out and put in something in its place. All right, so the word I have for you is band. Band. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to change the a in band, and we're going to change it to an e. What do you think our new word will be? Take out the a, put in the e, b, end. Bend. We had band, and now bend. Good job. All right, this time we're going to change the beginning sound. If I have the word tank, and I take off the t, and I add the s, what's my new word? Sank. Good. Tank to sink. All right, this time, I have to give you a challenge. We're going to change the middle sound, which is usually the vowel. Are you ready? We have limp, imp. We're going to change the I to an a. Lamp. Good job. Limp to lamp. Terrific. That's a tricky game, substituting sounds. That's what we do on our pocket chart, right? We change the sounds around and make new words. That's all that reading is. See how good you are at that? Okay, it's time for us to practice our fluency. I'm going to start with our sound spelling cards. We have just a few this week because you're getting really good at this. And let's do it together. Remember to say the name of the letter, say the picture, and the sound. All right, here we go. L, lemon, ul. R, rose, r. S, sun, s. T, turtle, t. Short U, umbrella, ah. Short I, insect, I. Short E, egg, eh. Short A, apple, ah. And short O, octopus, ah. All right, and now we have a few beginning blends to remember. CL says cl. SN says sn. SL says sl. CR says cr. FR says fr. TR says tr. PL says pl. FL says full. And BL says bl. Good job. Did you get them all? You're getting faster, aren't you? All right, so let's take a look at our focus sound for this week. Remember, this week we're practicing ending blends. These are the blends that go at the end of a word. 2 letters at the end of a word, usually consonants, and let's practice our chart. Are you ready? FT as in gift. ST as in nest. NK as in drink. MP as in lamp. SK as in mask. SP as in grasp. ND as in pond. And NT as in plant. Are you hearing those sounds? Okay, now we're going to build some words together. Let me get my chart over here for us. All right. First, we're going to practice the sounds isolated. St, mp. All right, did you see I put that together? All right, now we're going to blend it. St, stump. Good job. All right, let's see if we can build another word together. Are you ready? How about this word? Let's put this one. Sunk. 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 Did you get it? Good job. All right, what if we change the beginning to this blend? What do you think that might be? Let's see. Dr, ink, drink. That I is funny, isn't it? When the NK is there, instead of saying the I sound, it kind of changes its sound a little to the E sound. Drink, drink. We kind of have to change how we say it because of the ending blend. So try it out when you're reading, okay? Good job. All right, let's practice our reading chart. Are you ready? I have some new words for us today. And I even included some words with our ing ending. So we're going to start with the first 2 rows, and then we're going to try some words that have the ing. Rest, pond, jump, ant, land, rent, brand, past. All right, now we're going to try. Remember, we have that ing sound. Hunt-ing, hunting. Bend-ing, bending. Print-ing, printing. Jump-ing, jumping. Plant-ing, planting. Ask-ing, asking. Good job. Did you notice that when we have the word jump, that's 1 syllable, and when we add the ing at the end, now we have jump-ing. It adds a whole nother syllable onto that word. Isn't that cool? I know. Remember that when we add ing, that tells us it's happening right now. And let's take a look at that on our chart. We learned the inflectional ending ed, and that means it happened in the past. But when we add ing, that means it's happening right now. And I have a job for us to do that's going to help us with building words with the ing. So here we have inflectional ending. Add the ending ing to an action word to tell what is happening now. Here we go. Ask plus ing equals what word? Let's put it together. Asking. Do you see how we put that together to make the word asking? If I have the word rest and I add the inflectional ending ing, then I have resting. That means I'm doing it right now. I'm resting. Pack plus ing makes the word packing. Good job. Help plus ing makes the word helping. I bet you are helping people at your house. Plant plus ing makes planting. Look at these giant words that you know how to read now, all because you have learned that ing says ing, and that you can add it to the end of a word to tell about something that's happening right now. Good job. All right, it's time for us to practice our high frequency words. Are you ready? Do you remember what they are? I bet you do. Let me get our chart over here. All right, up at the top, we have no. N-O spells no. Make sure you're writing these down. Of, O-F, of. Who, W-H-O, who. Under, U-N-D-E-R, under. And eat, E-A-T, eat. Now, I have a practice for us today to help us use those words in a sentence. So you're going to have to use your good listening. We're going to use our clues to help us figure out which word belongs in the sentence to make it make sense. Because remember, reading is supposed to make sense. All right, so we have our high frequency words, and then we have a sentence. The cat is, the desk. Which word do you think would make that sentence make sense? The cat is under. Good for you. The cat is under the desk. Perfect. Here we have a little picture clue. Bats, bugs. Which one do you think makes sense? Well, if I'm thinking about bats, I know they eat bugs. Thank goodness. Can help Dan. Ooh, that's a question. Okay, a question word is the word who. We need to use a W that's an uppercase. Who can help Dan? Good job. We have, lamp. We have no lamp. Good job. See how dark it is in the picture? His hands are full of mud. Great job. You worked hard today. Will you sing with me? Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Read a good book. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for